What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Double Dragons. I got my co-host here, Otaku. Give me one second. Here we go. What's going on?
Not much.
Yeah,
It's been a slow week. How about you?
yeah. It's been a slow week for me too. I didn't. I all I saw I saw a couple of things, but nothing major that caught my eye. And then the new GI Joe who came out this week.
Hey, Miss So, what's up?
What's going on? Yeah, so we got a new GI Joe book out, new GI Joe #1. Let's see, yeah, and what
What's
was
going
it?
on in GI Joe? Is it the same cast of characters? Is like a
I
new
th-
generation of
I
Joes?
think it's oh I think it's the same. I think it's the same. I think it's the same. Give me one second. I'll pull it up now and see. Um, the new Joes, and it's by Skybound too. So so yeah, because Skybound only yeah. So yeah, GI Joe 1. Um, looks like the same characters.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like the same characters. A crap ton of covers. Jenny Frison got a cover. There's all kinds of covers. Just scrolling this thing. Yeah, yeah. It's a bunch of covers. Yeah.
Well, it's been a slow week, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's been a slow week comic news wise. What was top of mind for you this week?
News wise, well, there's a rumor going around that Denzel Washington's gonna be in Black Panther 3 supposedly. So I'm curious to see who he's gonna play in the Panther 3. Or is Black Panther? I don't know if Black Panther 3 is gonna be T'Challa or if it's gonna be his dad. You know what I mean? A callback to his dad's time when he was Black Panther, or you know what I mean. So if Denzel's
Maybe
getting
Denzel's gonna be Black Panther. That I would be down with that.
yeah, or it's T'Challa's uncle or something. They're gonna try to. I'm just saying, man, because he's a little older than
He is
I'm
old.
just
I felt like maybe in the '90s, prime like
mm,
young Denzel would have been a great Black Panther.
yeah,
But yeah, he's too old to really play the character now.
yeah, right. If they were, it would be either it's gonna be a you know something like the callback to well, can't even do that because oh well no, they can digitally make him younger,
Yeah,
like everybody like Indiana Jones and all that other you know what I mean, where they digitally rendered the person younger. So I mean
yeah,
anything's possible, but interest that was an interesting thing for me, but I didn't see anything mate like I mean, well, the other thing you saw and I saw on Jim Lee's Instagram was reveal of a Green Lantern.
yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, we know who it is. We all know who it is. John
Well, yeah,
Stewart.
they unveiled a John Stewart statue,
That was
um,
interesting because
which joins
you
like
would think
yeah, yeah,
it's the big three, and then Green Lanterns, and you would think it's be Hal Jordan or something like that, but it was actually John. But he's more popular. Hal Jordan is less. He's the Boy Scout or whatever, or less. Or less. Less popular. That's what I think it is. That's why he's the statue instead of Hal Jordan.
yeah. I mean, you can make an argument. But yeah, definitely John Stewart that does have a long history in the comic books, and actually, well, I mean, compared to Hal, compared to like Alan
Well, I
Scott,
mean,
no,
Hal has a little more than he does, but the popularity contest wise is
Right.
You know
That's what
what?
I'm saying. Like he's had a
Yeah,
storied enough history, and
right,
he's definitely one of the more popular
right,
Earth Lanterns. And
yeah,
yeah, I, I can see why they went with it. You obviously want to have the diversity there as well, you
right,
know. So I think it was a good call. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I think so too.
and it's a great statue. You got this like
He's actually holding the lantern, so you know
yeah,
what I mean. It would have been a little weird to have him just stand there when not, or with him with the hand and the ring and no
yeah.
lantern there. So
But I think it's interesting that because you know when you talk about um,
where did they unveil it anyways? I didn't remember. I didn't read the post. Did you?
it was just on social media. Yeah.
I know that. I mean, we're like, where is the statue? Like, if
Oh,
people
it's
wanted
at
to.
I think DC Studios, right?
Oh, okay, okay.
The
Warner
DC
Brothers Studios.
headquarters or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So,
Okay,
but
that's
no,
where it was.
DC Studios. I think it's in Los Angeles, Southern
Okay,
California.
okay.
Um,
I was just curious because I'm like, I know he posted it, but I forgot where if he said where it was.
yeah. The interesting thing about the choice of Green Lantern, because like you go Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman,
hmm
and then you would think the next DC character would be like Aquaman.
Mm. Yeah,
Um, I mean, like Flash and Aquaman, right? Like you're gonna have
yeah. Those are
those
the two you would
characters,
think. Yeah, you would think
yeah,
those were the next
and
two.
then maybe Green Lantern,
Right.
but they went right with Green Lantern, which
But
I don't think the sequence is important, right? You just
right. But I think the major reason they went with Green Lantern was because of what the hell's the writer's name again? Jeff Johns. Because of Jeff Johns, how popular he made the Green Lantern. So they went, maybe we should go with Green Lantern. You know what I mean? It's
oh yeah,
like,
it was also a tribute to Johns, right? Johns got
yeah,
some kind of
yeah.
like career recognition as well, right?
That's probably why the Green Lantern got. That's
Yeah,
probably why that statue was there, is because of that, because he made them more popular, because
yeah,
originally, you remember, he Green Lanterns were like, before John's, it was like third tier, fourth tier hero or something like that,
right.
that I can remember. Not a lot of people were like them in general because
Yeah.
of until John's.
And
Yeah.
I've just got to really quickly apologize to our audience. I've like there was a portion where like um, I'm not the most knowledgeable about
Mm,
comic books.
right, right.
So if people are coming on here and wanting like an expert to talk about comic books or somebody
Nah.
who's read all the comic books, that is not me.
No,
I
that's
am,
not me either. That's not me
yeah,
either. We're not gonna be experts at everything. So, but we're gonna be
yeah,
just
yeah.
fans talking about stuff. It's not
Right,
like,
right. But I've
yeah,
like I've erroneously misspoken on several occasions during
right.
our couple of episodes that we've had already, and I just want to
What's up,
like
Gail?
backtrack. This is not Doom's first standalone book. I think I might have said it was his first standalone book.
Yeah, yeah,
It is not. It's his first standalone book is actually the Doctor Doom book
right,
with Stan Lee's brother, who did the cover.
right. And that one, I think that's his first team. I think that was a team up.
No,
His
that was I think that was his first like just one shot Doctor Doom, and
right,
then there's the number one issue of Supervillains Team Up actually has Doom on it too, so
right,
that would technically be the second. So this is like the third, if
right,
that standalone
right.
book. So I just wanted to throw that out there. But yeah, I mean, Jeff and I just touched on it. We're not like comic book experts. There are a
Yeah, we're
lot of
not all
people.
knowing. If it doesn't, like, I joke around all the time, like, it don't got boobs on it, I won't know nothing about it. I'm just
At least
that's the
you're being honest.
yeah, yeah,
But there are a lot of guys, people or women, I should say as
yeah,
well, don't want to
Yeah.
make it a guy's thing, but there are a lot of people
No,
in the
no.
community
Yeah.
who are very, very like knowledgeable.
Yeah.
They're read up. You know, I've got a very loose
Yeah.
appreciation of the history, you know, but
I like the history, and then like you said, we both got loose, you know,
yeah,
interpretations of the
got a
history.
loose.
So we know enough. We know more than the average person. So
Yeah. Yeah, I
you
know
know
the
what I mean?
stuff I've read. You know, the
Right.
stuff I've read and
Yeah.
collected. I know that.
Right.
But you talk about modern day books, and you talk about even the older classic
Yeah.
stories. Like
Yeah.
I've read bits and pieces here and there of the titles I like. I couldn't tell you much about Thor or Green Lantern even. Like I couldn't tell you much about those
Right.
characters. I mean, my introduction to Green Lantern, I think, was through, you know, like Justice League and the few
Right.
times I saw him in Justice League, but that's about it.
Right. And then plus, if you watch the Batman cartoons, or if you watched any of that stuff, you probably know a little bit. You know what I mean? A little more.
Yeah.
But for us, we're you know, we're not we're you know, we know more than the average person does.
Yeah.
That's just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
we're still collectors.
yeah, we're still collectors.
We're
Yeah.
still collectors.
Yeah.
All right. What else was sort of on your
Oh my
radar?
well, what if it well, you know, everybody last night probably watched the Jake Paul and Tyson fight. You're probably out of the majority that what didn't watch. Just saw
I had
clips.
absolutely no interest in that fight
Right.
whatsoever.
Well, you should have seen what Netflix couldn't handle all these people watching it. It crashed.
Yeah.
It crashed.
That was a big sort of
Mm-hmm.
event for them as well, because they're trying to get into like live sports and stuff.
Yeah,
now.
so that was the first thing that they did, was the first live thing they did, and then next year it's gonna start, starting next year, and then they're gonna roll out with wrestling, and like the WWE stuff is gonna be live on there now. So there's gonna be a bunch of live stuff on there now. So
it's nothing on them though, because unless they buffer it
mm-hmm.
and put a delay on a live broadcast, they're not going to be able to stream smoothly in any just the way that
they ain't gonna be able to handle it. They couldn't handle how many people were watching, because the servers can't keep up. So that's the biggest issue now is if they're gonna have live, you know, like you said, live stuff, and you can't, you know what I mean?
Also, they can't control
right
the internet quality of the people watching. So obviously, people with crappy internet, it's just going to get a crappy stream, right?
Right.
So it's almost like, I know they want to get into that kind of stuff, but it's almost serves their best interest to not really, again, unless you buffer it and kind of put a delay on it so that it streams smoothly for everybody. It's one of those things you can't do strictly live.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. But again, like Jeff's saying, when you got like 10 million people tuning in at once, it's going to cause wreak havoc on their servers, right?
Yeah. Because I noticed it with us watching it here, and then a couple other friends watched it, that because we buffered in one part, like it completely stopped. Like we buffered, and then, like, you know, it froze for a little bit, and then another friend, you know, they froze another half. It's like, so, you know what I mean? So
yeah, and I'm sure they did test runs, but they didn't test run it live with, again, like tens of millions of people watching.
Yeah, they didn't expect didn't expect all these people to watch, dude. Everybody that had Netflix probably tuned in. You know what I mean? Because it was free on Netflix. You already had Netflix, so all you had to do was hit it and go watch it. So that was it. Yeah.
The fight was.
No, not great. It showed Tyson's age, showed his reflexes weren't as up to par.
Again, you know, the whole the nature of boxing is to promote the fight, right? Get people hyped
Mhm,
about it, and they did a good job of that. But
mhm.
I mean, come on, the guy's like what, pushing 60? It's like, who wants to watch
58.
geriatric people fight?
Yeah, 58 fighting Jake Paul in his 20s to yeah, in his
Yeah,
20s,
no one
30
wants to see
something.
seniors fight. Come on, he's
Yeah,
practically a senior, and
yeah,
he's not in the best. He's not Iron Mike.
yeah.
No, like
He's
sure
well,
he looks great
he's
for his age, but that gut he had, that all that
yeah,
body fat that was still on him, he wasn't
yeah,
trying that hard.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's doing the Instagram training where he just does a
yeah,
couple Instagram posts and then okay, let's go
yeah,
get lunch.
yeah. But everybody wanted to see it, and everybody watched,
Not
and they
everybody.
got paid for
Yeah,
it. So
on the
so
internet
nobody
to
can
watch
get, you know
anything.
what I mean? So mm, it was. I mean, we all should have caught. We all should have seen it coming, anyways. You know what I mean? Jake Paul and him. You know what I mean? It's like we expected a knockout, and we didn't get it. So nobody's really happy about it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it was probably staged to some degree.
yeah,
Um,
probably. I wouldn't doubt it. His brother was there, so I won't be surprised if it was.
yeah. All right. Anything else on your mind, or anything else you want to talk about?
Not that I know of. Anything that you want to talk about, or any
Well,
any
um, there's a lot of stuff coming in 2025, and I know we've got about a month left before
right.
the
I
new
can't believe
year.
where the year went, man. We're all we're almost in December.
Right. Um, I'm kind of excited about one thing, but I don't have access to it. That's the bummer.
Hmm.
Um, I'm almost like debating whether to get Disney Plus now.
Hmm.
I really want to watch the Daredevil series,
Ah. Uh,
Born Again.
yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I really want to see that.
I was about to say you could do the Asian thing.
Oh, like yeah, illegal downloads.
Well, we
No, I don't
won't.
do illegal downloads.
Yeah,
When I was in Asia, I actually, because I
yeah.
couldn't get American content in
Right,
Korea and Japan.
right,
Um, so I used to download everything like illegally.
right.
The BitTorrent type stuff. I used to
Yeah, yeah,
download it and watch it.
yeah.
Um, but when I got to the US, I just stopped because it's yeah, I just felt like in Asia I wouldn't have gotten caught, but here I'm just paranoid that
Right, right. I
Nets are
got
gonna
you.
bust in
But
and catch me,
yeah,
right? So,
or you can have like all the kids are doing now, the different what is it? I forget the VPNs.
right, like
Yeah, yeah,
you're exposed. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
technically they can. It's illegal, right? So they can bring
yeah,
charges against you. So
yeah.
it's not good
Yeah,
to.
but I think it's hilarious that I hear stories about kids trying to ordering shoes and stuff, and but you got a different VPN. Why are they charging me so much shipping and you're in the US? Because you got a New Zealand VPN. Of course they're gonna charge you an arm and a leg because they think you're in New Zealand. So it's
Yeah.
like I mean it's interesting. Some of this stuff is interesting, but yeah. So I mean the born again stuff is gonna be cool to see him in the to see him in the what was it yellow and red or outfit or
Well, no. Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. They're teasing. They tease that, right?
hmm
I don't like the yellow and red though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. So they're gonna have him in the yellow and red for because they're not gonna have the Netflix stuff count, and this is something else, probably something
No,
completely
no. Wait,
different.
are they? No, I don't think they're. Is it a whole new? They're. It's a continuation of the Netflix.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. That's why I'm like, are
Yeah.
they, or are they gonna have, is Born Again just gonna be, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah. No, I think Born Again's gonna be. I think it'll be
oh,
interesting to see if it's gonna be anything like the
the Netflix.
original Born Again.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Kingpin and Punisher were not part of the original Born Again,
Right.
right? And I don't think Bullseye was either. Born Again was really it was just sort of his the enemy in that was, I'm trying to remember here.
I
Was,
forget, but yeah,
like
I know,
like a U.S. agent or something, like U.S. government something or whatever. Like,
yeah, and then it was what was it, Born Again? Yeah, and then it was because the
it's really about a story about his history, like
yeah
Matt's
yeah
mother, like, because it's a mystery what happens to his mother. He thinks
right
his mother, was killed, but she left for the convent, and she
right
kind of like reunites with him, and it's that whole like just struggling with his identity, and whether he what's motivating him to be a superhero. He's kind of on the fence about like
right
fighting and all that, and yeah, it's just one of those like comic book that doesn't work with any of the characters, and so I'm just thinking Born Again is a title for this
yeah
Netflix or the Disney series, and it's just going to be a new continuation of that great Netflix series,
right
which I'm excited about because they're bringing back like Jessica Jones, they're bringing back they're bringing back Iron Fist. No,
no
they're not bringing back Iron Fist. They're bringing back Luke Cage, though. They're bringing back Luke Cage.
yeah
They're bringing back. Well, who's the other character in that? The other series? Yeah, Punisher. Punisher was the other series.
yeah
Am I
and then
missing series in that?
well Iron Fist was, but I don't think they're gonna bring him back because he wasn't as popular as Luke Cage and Jessica, and I mean,
Yeah.
they could bring the Purple Man back too, probably, maybe, but Jessica already killed him, so maybe not.
Well, they teased in the last part of that Daredevil series. They teased the return of Elektra. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
And she died.
yeah. So
And then the hand resurrect her, right? And then so she was
right,
like they've opened up her tomb and she's not there. Remember?
yeah.
And I really, I mean, that actress. First of all, I forget the actress's name, but she was smoking hot. She was so smoking hot.
And she made a good Elektra. She made a good
an
Elektra.
incredible Elektra. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they bring her back.
I
It's been
yeah
a while though. It's been 7 years.
yeah.
I'm sure she's taking great care of herself, but it's like like these characters have aged.
Right.
I think John Bernthal looks actually like, I saw images, the trailer. I saw images of him in the Punisher suit.
Yeah.
He looks he looks better than before.
Right.
Chris, what's his name? What's the name? Who plays Matt Murdock?
Cox, something Cox.
Yeah, Cox.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's in the best shape of his life.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he stayed in shape just in case it would happen again. So.
Yeah. And Vincent D'Onofrio looks.
Yeah.
Like he just like he should have fought Tyson. Seriously, like that dude looks ripped right now.
Yeah.
Lost a bunch.
But
of
weight. He's supposed to be playing Kingpin, so
yeah.
he played because he was Kingpin in the other series. So
Oh, he
it was
was
like,
terrifying Kingpin in that original Daredevil
yeah,
series. And I
yeah.
heard
And
a
then
lot of
he was Kingpin in Echo and everything. And
no.
so I'm glad they kept D'Onofrio as Kingpin. I mean, he made a great Kingpin. So
He looks better now. That's thing. Like
yeah,
he lost a bunch of weight and he put on muscle, and dude
yeah,
looks. And the guy is just like the way he acts. It's terrifying. He's a really
yeah,
He plays a. I mean, he plays Kingpin like a lunatic. You know,
yeah. Well,
like a
if
half.
if you watch his what was it, his Law, yeah, because originally he was in Law and Order, and if you watch some of his Law and Order stuff, yeah, he plays nuts really well because he played a crazy
Yeah,
cop too. So
yeah,
yeah, so
plays crazy good.
yeah,
Um,
so that's gonna be cool. But yeah, I mean, you can always get the bundle pack where you can get Hulu, that ESPN, so it won't cost as much.
how much is Hulu per month?
It used to be $9.99, but I'm not sure what it is now. But yeah,
Well, man, you're absolutely right. It's like he was made to play Kingpin.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I know the bundle was saying if you bundle it, if it would be a dollar a month. Oh well, it be so I forget, but
$1 a month?
no, I mean they were have running a special like in the past, but now I think it went up, and I think I forget what the bundle is, how much the bundle is, but I mean you get ESPN Plus, you get that, and you get Hulu, so you get all three. So that
Yeah,
would that
Disney's got a Disney. They, I think, recorded a surprise profit uh,
right,
this quarter during earnings, and it was basically their streaming
yeah,
revenue like went through the roof because they added all these like they made it affordable. They added all these
yeah,
new viewers, and they
yeah,
poured just all this money into content. So
ah,
they have this like slew of like content
yeah,
and
there we go,
oh that's a little high.
yeah,
That's a little high. I was thinking if it was around like $10, I might do it,
right.
but if it's
I mean,
17, 18 bucks.
17 to 18, you're getting a lot of stuff to stream though. You're getting ESPN Plus, you're getting Hulu, and you're getting Disney Plus. So all three of them for
Does
if
ESPN
you,
Plus have baseball though?
yeah,
I mean,
I think
not. I mean,
so.
like baseball playoffs. No. Okay.
Maybe. Uh, well, Delman might be able to tell us.
I don't think they do. I think because baseball this season was on Fox and
Yeah, and
CBS or
NFL
something.
is on YouTube, so
Yeah.
so we'll be interested, but I don't know what the ESPN Plus is gonna have if they're taking all the sports away from them.
Yeah, but like I was thinking. So we used to
I
have like
mean, maybe the one thing is gonna be cheaper than the bundle thing. You might be able just to get it. Yeah, he's not
no, I
sure
might
either.
just want to get Disney Plus, just that.
Yeah, and that might be a little cheaper.
Sports is like my wife
Yeah,
doesn't really watch that.
yeah,
Hulu, there's
uh,
not much on Hulu anyway to begin with, right?
right.
It's on Hulu. That's
Yeah. Well, there's gonna be a new show with what the heck is the dude, the comedian, the Asian comedian's name, with the
Money
long
Chip,
hair. I think so.
Bobby Kim.
No, no. It's not the Korean one. The other one with the I forget, younger guy, long hair, and was in I forget the damn show he was in. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I
I'll
think I
think.
know what you're talking about, but yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
not somebody who's big name.
yeah. And he's not a big name yet, but the chick that played Quake is going to be in this show. It's Chinatown something. I sent you
Okay.
the trailer for it. There's something Chinatown. Like he goes. The trailer starts with him going, "Dude, I wish my life was a little better. I'm always
Oh,
in."
that dude. What's his
Yeah.
name? I forget that guy's name.
Jimmy something, I think.
Jimmy Chow.
Yeah.
Jimmy Chow?
Chu or Chow or
Jimmy Chu.
something like that. Yeah. But yeah, so it's supposed to be him, and then
I don't think he's that funny though.
yeah,
I
but
don't think
him.
that dude's funny. He's just
So
he's
yeah,
just
yeah,
ugly
but it's gonna be
looking guy.
funny because it's gonna be him, Quake, the chick that played Quake, and then the other guy that's in what is it? He's almost in every Asian thing that could
Ronnie
come
Chang.
out. But
Ronnie
yeah,
Chang. I love Ronnie Chang though. Ronnie Chang is
yeah.
hilarious.
I'm just saying
Jimmy,
those three together is gonna be interesting.
yeah. Ronnie Chang's hilarious.
Yeah, so that's gonna be on Hulu. I forgot when it starts, but it's China. I think Chinatown. I think it's called Chinatown Mysteries or Chinatown something or another. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I
to see because yeah, but Quake.
I want to watch it.
I know that. I just thought it was an interesting trailer where the chick Quake is playing like a cop or whatever, and she gets into Chinatown and yeah, the chick that plays Quake is well, she's mixed. So she was German, Chinese, something else, something like mixed. So, but yeah, and then she was a pop star in China for a little bit, and then she got the Quake. She got it for Agents of Shield, and then she got the Quake part after coming back to the States. But she didn't use the Asian name. She used her dad's name. So she didn't use her Asian last name. She used her dad's last name and actually got the job because it wasn't because she even says it because if she used that last her original last name, that they probably wouldn't have looked at her.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be. I mean that's one thing on
Hulu. Get Asian parts. Come on.
Yeah, but Hulu's gonna be in. I mean, Hulu's interesting. I mean, there's some stuff, and then if you miss some stuff that you haven't you can't watch, you haven't watched, you can. You know what I mean? You can watch it on there. So, I mean, that's one thing that's good about that. But the cheaper package is that you get a lot of commercials. You know, the more you pay, the no commercials.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I don't mind watching an ad here and there.
Right. Yeah. But I just think it's I just think it's funny. But like what was it? Agatha, like that everybody said Agatha all along was really good. So I mean,
I like Hilary Hahn. She's hilarious.
Yeah,
she's really funny. She's not only funny, she's a great actress.
What's going on?
What's up, Big Remo?
Yeah. What's up, Remo?
All right, yeah, so let's get to our books. What's we're gonna do? Spec Rec Flex.
Yeah. So let's see. Well, I want to show you the one that I tried to do last week and I couldn't find it. I finally found it.
Nice.
You remember it had yeah. So this is what it looks like with trade dress.
Nice.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and there was actually a trading card for it.
Oh, so, nice.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot I had Jusco sign it. I forgot I had him sign it. Yeah, I forgot I met him at Heroes and I forgot I had him sign it. I just looked at it. That's why. Oh. That's why it was gone. That's why I couldn't find it at first. And then that was just to show off because the last week. And then this is I picked up this week.
What's that? Is that your spec book?
This is just pickup. This is just a pickup book. Yeah. So this is just a pickup. Yeah. So it was yeah. So I got the cosplayer signed it, and then I had and then I had the photographer sign it too. The photographer ended up signing it too.
Very nice.
Everybody knows the cosplayer because she was all over my Instagram for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
The Faces by Raichi. So, yeah, the Vampy cover. Yeah, that's all. That's a pickup I got this week, and then well, we can do what is it? Rec would be
Well, we'll start with spec. What's your spec book?
spec book. I just like these. I just like these three covers because of the art, because of Alex Ross. So I'll show you guys now. It's three different covers. So it's this one, the homage to the original one.
Okay.
Homage to the original Vampy one, but so this came out in 2010. It was in memory of Frank Frazetta because when this came out, he had actually passed. That's why this came out. So
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like the reverse, or it's the rear
yeah,
view.
if you have the original, you have to own this one too. So, and then this is another. I call this stained glass or stained glass Vampy.
Nice.
Like in a church, with the glass, with those with the designs on the glass.
Nice.
And the hardest one to find is this one.
Oh yeah, that's Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this was the hard one. This was the hardest one. Since I started collecting, I couldn't find it, and then I finally found it last year.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how hard this one was to track down.
That's a great cover.
Yeah, but
I mean, I wouldn't have known that was Ross until you told me.
Yeah, the virgins are even more expensive. So
how much is that?
This one, I got it for a decent deal. I got it for like 80, and it normally goes for like 300-400 sometimes.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
$300-400 for that cover.
Yeah. The virgin one's even more expensive because I think these things were originally like 1 in 10s, 1 in 20s. Yeah.
Okay, wait, hang on. Vampirella, what number is that?
Vampirella number 1, but it's a Vampirella Crown of Worms Alex Ross cover.
And that's from what year?
2010. It should be
2010.
Yeah.
And it's a variant?
Yeah, it's a variant. Or just put Alex Ross Vampy covers, and it should.
That's the 1 in 21 or 1 in 50?
I think it's the 1 in. So what is it? 1 in 50, and what's the other one?
1 in 20.
I think it's the 1 in 20 because it's not the virgin. It's the 1 in 50. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah. So the 1 in 20 is a little cheaper than the 1 in 50.
That's nuts.
Yeah, you see, you just looked at them, so you see the prices there. So, yeah, and it's 3 covers, and it's these 3 covers.
I gotta get one.
Yeah.
All right, so those are that's your spec rec flex.
That was spec. That was rec or
rec.
spec. Oh no spec. Yeah, that was spec.
That was spec.
And then yeah.
So you're specking on Alex Ross art essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. But Alex Ross don't need no spec anyway. But Alex Ross don't need no spec. And then rec would be recommendation would be. Let's see. Recommendation. I have a recommendation book here somewhere. Read more Vampy. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Oh yeah, this was read Blood because this is a mini series, anyways, and it's a really decent mini series. Bloodlust can't go bad. Can't go bad with the art, man, because the art's really decent and it's a pretty cool story too. So
okay,
yeah, it's a mini series. It's like 2 books or 3 books. I forget. I think it's 2 books. Yeah, and it's a it's it's a 2 book series, so 2 books, and it's already collected in the collected edition anyway. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah. And then if you want to, yeah, I'll show my flex book after, if anything. So if you
All
got
right, my
anything,
spec book. This is my spec book. Uh, Justice League #1. This is the
one of my favorite covers. I've always
Mission
loved that cover.
run, which is a pretty long run. I want to say they, all in all, there was like they did like several tie-in books along with Justice League, but it was like, I mean, it's a long run. It's not. It spanned several years with different artists that came on board. But this was, Kevin Maguire artwork. And the reason I'm specking on this, and it's been a spec book for a while. I think the spec has died down a little bit because we're just waiting to see what Gunn is going to bring. But when Gunn initially started talking about his vision for the DCEU, I should say, he was talking about how this series, the Geffen de Matteis series, he just loved the tone and the writing in this book. So yeah, and then like you look at all these characters here, these are the DC sort of core of characters that people want to see, right? People want to see. They're
some of those guys are lesser known characters too, because Dr. Fate, the light, the female light character, Dr. Fate, Martian Manhunter, and it looks like so
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Again, I think these are both kind of in the same, I guess, realm of spec, but
right.
You can see how there's more.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Gold's there. You got sort of the core
their version of Plastic Man.
Sort of the core characters come in there, as well as like some of the lesser known, like you said.
Right.
So I think it'll be. I really hope they kind of do a team type. I mean, you obviously want to get like the core characters established, but you also want to do something along the lines of a team.
I mean, I won't be surprised because he's done Guardians of the Galaxy, so I wouldn't be surprised if he takes that that Justice League and uses them.
Make it kind of funny, and again, it's gonna be. I think he's gonna do a great job with it. So expect some form of some form of these characters to show up.
Right.
These are the books you want to target, hopefully.
Right. So, what's your recommendation?
I've got several recommendations, but
that's fine.
I'm going to go with, I'm going to save one of the recommendation books. I thought I was going to show that off, but well, no.
That's up to you.
I'm going to go with this one. It's it's top of mind. It's topical.
Right.
I'm going to recommend the Erik Larsen Venom cover. ASM 346.
Yep. Larsen's always good, man. Yeah. What his Savage Dragon with that.
And this I'm gonna take issue with CGC on this one. Okay, I wish I could. I wish I could give you like a magnifying glass view of this book. They gave
Yeah,
me an 8.0,
yeah.
but it is not an 8.0. It is so much. It is such a clean copy. They
Did you put a
really
20 in there?
they really
You
robbed
didn't
me
put a
on this one. I'm telling you, man. I'm
uh,
telling you, they robbed me on
no,
this.
you just got the one that had a fight with his girlfriend or wife, and then he went to look at the book. He goes,
I mean, I got robbed, man. It's
Mhm.
because a black cover like this, and when it's this clean, and you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Any creases on it?
No creases whatsoever.
Hmm.
They say light creasing, but
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
yeah.
Plus, it
It
got
should be a
pressed.
nine.
It had
Yeah,
been pressed
E-
out.
even even Delia agrees. It should be a 9 plus. But you didn't
I
stick
got
no.
this with the CCS pressing too. That's the crazy thing, right? Like if it
Ah,
had any kind of light creasing,
yeah,
it should have
yeah,
been pressed
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Um, like I don't see where on
Right.
this book, like I'll get real close if you want to see it real close. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
just
yeah.
nothing on this book
Yeah,
that
I
was
can't see anything wrong with that book. You know
right.
what I mean? I from my angle from how you're showing it, I don't see anything wrong with it. It should be a higher
There's
than an
nothing
8.
wrong with it.
Yeah,
It's was misgraded,
right. You
which
got
is
the you got
infuriating.
you got the grader's notes to it, right? Or did
Yeah,
you
they say light creasing on it, but again, there's no light creasing. The guy was smoking like
like
methamphetamine.
I said, you got the guy on a bad day. You got the guy when he fought with his girlfriend and then or didn't get none and then got to work and goes, I'm just gonna give 8s out today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to crack this and resubmit it, I bet it'd come back higher,
Well,
way higher.
no, I mean it doesn't hurt to do that. So
Yeah,
no,
but then
for
that,
you, yeah, for you, yes, it does because you have to send it out. But
yeah, yeah, I have to send it out.
what's going on, Captain?
What's on? What's up, Captain?
Haven't seen you in a while.
All right, let's get to your flex book. We're gonna flex
Well,
today.
well, let's see. Something from the golden age from 1944.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Something that I thought I
Tally
would
ho.
never. Yeah. Something I thought I would never have. Tally ho, 1944. Yeah, December 1944, and Frazetta's first comic work.
No way.
Yeah.
On the on the interior of the book.
Yeah, in the interior of the book, not the
Yeah,
not the cover. Yeah.
Frazetta's first artwork in comic books. You're
Yep.
kidding me.
Nope.
What's that book worth in a 1.8?
What was it like? I'm not even. I'm not even sure. And it's pretty much it's hard to come by. And I got lucky. Well, I got lucky because the guys that I hang out with, Steve and everybody actually pitched in on it. Like Robert, like G-Man, and all of them pitched in on it. So
Oh, so there is a partial cover there's
yeah, the
that
snowman.
interior image
Yeah,
is Frazetta.
yeah, the snowman character. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Interesting. It's
Mhm.
it's a $50 book essentially.
Yeah,
Yeah, but to you it's more than that.
yeah. It's more than that. I mean, last time I looked at it, it wasn't a $50 book. It was way way up there. So it was like a golden age, like a 5 or whatever. It's expensive, and it's the main reason I say it's a flex book because you hardly see it.
You
Yeah,
hardly see
it's
that.
rare.
It's a Golden Age
Yeah,
book. Yeah,
yeah, it's rare. You rarely see it.
but I mean it's
So
not like it's a late Golden Age book. It's probably from the what
yeah,
50s,
40s,
1950s,
44.
44. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's right when the war start. Yeah, I actually like right
Yeah.
at the war,
So
right at
there's
the
probably
cusp
a
of the
lot of
war.
copies
So
of it.
yeah,
Yeah. Interesting. That's a
yeah,
great book. Yeah.
yeah. That was that one's yeah. I I thought I would never own that. So being honest, and then all the guys pitched in on it, and then I ended up, yeah. So
All right. Well, my flex book isn't going to be anywhere close to that one.
yeah, but it's still cool. It's just anything. It's still better than.
In honor of the upcoming Born Again series, we show off some Mike Zeck.
Ooh. I know Delvin's gonna like that one, the Punisher for sure.
We got the Punisher #1.
Mm-hmm. He got a couple copies of those.
Yeah. Felt like I got robbed on this one too, but it is what it is.
Well, because you got them to press it, so I'll bet you anything. If you got some, if you found another presser and actually had him send it in, it'd be a different grade.
Yeah, you'd think their pressing you'd get like a grade bump if you use their pressing, but
nah,
apparently not. So it's just money thrown away.
No, not only that, but
this great Mike Zeck Daredevil cover signed by.
I always like that cover.
Mike Zeck. This is the interesting thing about this book is it features it by Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane did the interiors on this one, and early Todd McFarlane art is not that good. Let me just tell you.
Yeah.
Early Todd, it took him a few years to really develop his skill set, but he was not a great artist to begin with. But he is, of course, one of the legends now. So, those are my books.
Those are mine. So,
all right, you said you picked up some stuff this week. You want to show that off?
Well, I only picked. This is the only thing I really picked up, and I picked up another thing, but I haven't got it yet. Yeah, this is the only thing I picked up so far this week.
Well, you picked that up? I thought you said you got it like signed and stuff.
No, yeah, I got it picked. I picked it up. They were selling it for signed and everything. So, but I actually had the photographer sign it too, because the photographer was the one selling it.
You picked it up at a show?
Yeah, like eBay, like the eBay stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, eBay live stream stuff. So yeah, that type of stuff. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually, I was gonna do a haul video tomorrow night.
That's up to you. You can do that. You don't have to.
I can show what I picked up. I stopped in at Half Price Books.
I wish we had a Half Price Books out here. We don't got one in Florida. I don't think we do.
Normally, I do these haul videos on Friday night, and I share what I pick up and stuff. So I spent about $14 in total, but with tax, it turns out to be like $15.50.
Right.
So I spent $15.50 on 4 books.
Right.
Yeah, 4 books. So I'll show off what those 4 books are. And I'm going to do more sort of a detailed haul video tomorrow as well.
That's fine. Just that's fine.
But I picked up Superman 203, the newsstand.
Nice.
Newsstand edition here. Michael Turner cover, Jim Lee, sketchbook of the next issue 204, his run on Superman. Right. This is a nice book. This could be a rec book as well, but anyway, I got the newsstand version. I also picked up this one for $3.50. Ignore the price tag. This is in a new bag and board. I picked up Spawn #5, the newsstand. The Spawn newsstands are, those are the ones you want to pick up. They're rare, very rare.
Yeah, those are rare, and then the semi low. Well, the low numbers aren't too rare. The low number newsstands are rare, but the mid, like the 100s and the 200s are the ones that you want, really, if you can find them.
Yeah. But yeah, you this is really like
Yeah.
the artwork here, McFarlane, like prime McFarlane there.
Yep.
This cover, that is just a dope McFarlane cover right there. That's a cover by. I think it is a key issue, but it's not anything. This one, speaking of Venom, that book I just showed off. This is another Eric Larson cover.
Yep.
This is the
That's
first appearance of the new Venom design, because the previous Venom design he had like a human tongue.
Yeah.
This one he has the
kiss tongue.
the long tongue with the drool and the fangs and all that. So, very different feel to the character, which Eric Larson kind of his take on Venom. Got this for $3.
That's cool.
Yeah,
and normally it's more. Normally it's a little more.
It's like a $10 to $20 book, I think.
Yeah,
normally. And it's in beautiful condition. You can probably tell from looking at the spine and the corners, but
yeah,
it's a high grade copy, so
that's always good.
Yeah, very, very. And this one also this one was priced a little bit higher, but so this is my second copy of ASM 328. My previous copy, the front looks great. The front looks
but the bag
near mid minus. The back though has like a little bit of a crease, and it has some staining on the bottom because it's white.
Right.
But this one, we paid $650 for it.
Right.
But it's near. I mean, I would say near mid minus.
Okay.
It's real clean.
Oh, that's always nice.
Yeah, and this is McFarlane's last work on ASM.
Right. That's why I said. That's why I said we need some half price books over here in Florida.
Yeah, this is a key book. I mean, I think it's trending right now too. But again, you get I know everybody loves the Wolverine cover where Hulk's in the reflection.
Yeah.
You get him. You get the McFarlane Hulk, front and center.
Yeah, but that's another iconic cover of his too, of Spider-Man hitting Hulk.
It is an iconic cover, right?
Yeah,
this is the one you want to probably target.
Right.
All his ASM covers are great. There are a few that stand out. The one where he's doing the action one homage. This one.
Right.
I think another great one is the obviously 300, 301.
Right.
But there's a bunch like him and Cap, right? The Cap and Spidey cover as well. The Sabretooth cover. Those are all great ones. And anyway, I just got a better copy now in my collection. I got two. This is a near mint near mint grade of the book. So yeah, 4 books for $15. I feel like I got a really good value out of that. And that's how I roll. I will never pay book value for a book. I have to get a good deal on it, or else it's coming home with me.
Yeah, but that's why I got that Vampy one, because that same I said that Alex Ross Vampy. Yeah, even Delman said that was a great deal. Because he always said, I'll buy that for $1. Yeah, what's the
RoboCop?
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, as long as we get deals, it's always cool. But if you can't find it, and you find it, whatever. You
just gotta have the mindset. There are people who buy graded books.
Yeah.
Right. You're never going to get a graded book for a great deal.
Right.
But if you bring your expectations down a notch, meaning grade isn't as important, and you focus on raw books, and you go to your LCS, you go to your half price books or whatever, you're gonna find good deals. A
Right.
comic show, you're just a local comic show.
Yeah.
Your
That's where I found that Vampy at a local
your
comic show, a
dealers are gonna
small one.
be wheeling and
Yeah.
dealing. They're
Yeah.
never gonna sell anything
Yeah.
full book price. They're gonna sell it lower than book. So
Right.
yeah, you just got to be in a mindset of I want to pick things up and be patient, and if you are impatient, meaning you just want to finish a run or like
Yeah.
get the book that, and I'm like that at times too. There are times where I'll just go on and
Well, I did that with the Vampy. I did that with the Vampy magazine run. I just bought like the lower grade copy first, and then upgraded later to the higher grade copy. That's all I did. Because
I've done
at
that a
least I
couple
had it.
times on FOMO
Yeah.
books, and not that so even on FOMO books, I don't ever pay like crazy FOMO price or
Right.
full price,
Right.
but I will get it. Like I'll go on eBay and I'll get it, and I'll pay
Right.
Right around what it's worth, maybe a little lower than what it's worth, and get it, and that's fine, But
Yeah, I'll show you guys. I'll show you a book out of that run that you think the number one would be expensive. I'll show you a book in there that's more expensive than number one. And I thought it was, the Vampy one, the Vampy run, the whole run, that whole Warren run. You would think one would be the expensive one. No, there is one book that's one thing that's more expensive in that run than that Vampy one.
Is it Frazetta?
No, it's actually Jose Gonzalez. It's actually signed by Jose Gonzalez. That's why it's expensive.
Oh.
and it was a mail away at that. So you had to mail away for it.
Nice.
And I actually have a complete run of the whole thing and the two mailaways that you could get.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, so that I have that whole run. Now I'm trying to work on I'm trying to get into the foreign editions. Maybe I'm dipping my toes in. I already got a Japanese edition, so dipping my hands in there now. So I got a German edition. I got so I'm working my way around it. So I've seen a lot of
the international ones. Are they more expensive?
Not really. I mean, honestly, not really. Not as bad as some of those original Warrens. Not really.
Because I would imagine there's not a lot of international ones from the what is it?
There's Japanese. There's Japanese. There's Mexican.
The Silver Age.
Yeah, there's like Mexican editions, and the Mexican editions are even fun. The covers are even funnier. They're actually they're not even vampy. They're photo covers of ladies pretending to be vampires and a guy pretending to be a vampire like this on the cover. So it's pretty freaking hilarious. I showed a couple of people of them because I found out about them from another vampy collector. He told me all about all the foreign editions, and I'm like, damn it. I'm like, I want the foreign ones now. Yeah, but I'll show you guys everybody tune in next week. I'll show you guys something that's you would think Vampy 1 would be the expensive book. If Otaku looks up this book, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Yeah, so yeah. Or actually it's gonna be as rare as this Golden Age one, 1944, because it's like I told you, it's signed by Jose Gonzalez, and I think there was only 300 copies of this thing made, and you had to mail away for it.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. So that's probably gonna be my flex book next week. So
what's your approach to do things just pop up in your mind and then you just go out and try to buy them, or what's your
I've honed in. I used to I want this, I want that, and then I think about it now. Or the more I collect, I think about it now. Do I really want it, or is it just gonna sit in the box? So
well, the else in the box.
No, I think of it as can I live without it, or could I live with it, or something like that. But but I condensed it from before where I used to read stuff a lot more. Now I'm condensing to collecting part of it. I mean, I still read some of it, but I'm collecting more than reading now. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm honing in more. So it's
You're
like,
you're you're more of an art collector than anything else.
yeah, now.
Yeah,
With the previously it was more of, oh, if I like it, if I like reading it, I'll collect it. But now I'm like that the reading part of it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like,
Like I I still enjoy comics. Don't get me wrong. I
yeah,
enjoy
we both
comics.
still enjoy it. It's just where we grow. Yeah,
We've outgrown
we're
it a
growing.
little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've outgrown it.
yeah. We're outgrown of. No, we're not outgrown of reading it. We still read it. It's just we're outgrown of reading it, and then it's just gonna sit in the box. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah. But now we just want to collect it as art. You know
yeah.
what we like or
Well, no,
what covers we
I
like.
think I want to go further than that. I have outgrown comic books in the
Right.
sense that when I
Right.
read a comic book now,
Yeah.
it's like a child's story to me. You know,
Hmm.
well, not everything. Obviously, there's like adult
Yeah.
oriented comics, but even
Yeah,
adult oriented
like the
comics.
vampy stuff ain't no, like the vampy stuff ain't kid. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's at least early teen.
yeah. Like it's I'm not getting I'm not getting the entertainment value
Right,
that
right.
I
Oh,
used to when I was like
right.
much younger. So
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
was in high school, or even
Yeah,
in
so
college, when I was like, when this book came out, right?
yeah.
I was this was 92. This was like I think I was a senior in high school going into college when this
Right,
came.
right, right.
Yeah, basically summer of my senior year or my after I graduated,
Right.
right before I headed to college, and this came out, and this book just like blew my mind because
Right. I got you.
it was like Marvel
Yeah,
for
but it was yeah,
Marvel
but
for
yeah, like you said,
backpackers.
yeah, I agree with you too. I think I outgrew it too. I think I like the art more. I'm more interested in the art now than the story. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Because
yeah,
even with the vampy books, even with the new ones, it's like if the art inside doesn't is not great, I'm gonna I really don't enjoy the story because some of that like the Christopher Caprice run of Vampy is actually decent because we've had shitty runs of Vampy, and a lot of people that know that read Vampy we've had a lot of, it's same thing with Conan, same thing with Red Sonja. You've had decent runs, but the longer the character is, you have
yeah.
shitty
You really kind of hashed out stories, right?
yeah, yeah, you get rehash, and but they're different characters, or it's a different villain this time, but it's the same, it's same type of story. But Priest is telling the story, but he's actually having the one good thing about that is that he actually knows some of the background, so he's using some of it, some of the older stuff, and then reusing some of it, and actually, molding it into his own little story run.
Yeah,
So that's actually that's actually good.
yeah.
So, but like,
I've read a couple of comic book. Like I read the Hickman run on the X-Men. Well,
right,
not the entire run. I read just some of the first couple issues.
right, right,
I got the collected trade paperback and read
yeah,
that. And um, again, like it starts off great, and then
right,
toward the end, I was just like, I lost interest, and I was like, this is
right. But
garbage.
that's with anything with us though. It's like if it can't keep our interest,
Yeah,
then
even Wildcats, right? What that
yeah,
first Wildcats, mind blowing. Like you just
right,
like, it just is
right,
like it. It's amazing art. The writing was
right,
really good. They created this sort of like mystery around the characters, but
right,
also a through line with them trying to find voodoo, and they introduced
right,
Grifter. I mean, it's just an incredible book. and then you get into the whole like Damonite,
Yeah.
history and story, and then you just kind of like, okay, you lost me. And then they bring in all these other teams. They bring in Youngblood, they bring in Team 7, they bring
Right.
in Networks, right? And then it just gets. I know they're world building, but it
Right.
gets to be like too much to. I know they're trying to sell comic books and try to tie everything together, but
What's going on, Donnie? What's going
again,
on, Mastodon?
Wildcats, the first couple issues were really good, and then it just kind of falls off.
Yeah.
Doesn't get good.
I mean that's with everything though. The longer it goes, either it gets it's decent in the beginning and then it falls off towards the middle of the of a long run, or it falls and then it goes back. It
That's never
depends.
well. So, for example, Batman Hush,
Mm-hmm.
that gets better with each issue.
Yeah, I've read the Hush thing too, and the Hush Hush got better.
It gets
but
right up
the
until
newer I'm talking about the newer stuff. The newer stuff is like it goes, it goes, and then it goes about if it goes to 10 issues, it goes, huh, so, you know what I mean? The details start, either evening out or either it goes flat. You know what I mean? It's
another run. For example, a lot of the Claremont X-Men.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff. Like, I mean, you'll find pockets here and there where it's just kind of like, it's an off day for the team.
Right.
But it's
but most part that those runs are good. I mean, even the Hickman, what was it? I mean, Hickman did a lot of stuff. He did that. He did. I forget the other stuff he did, but there's good stuff and there's bad stuff. But like me and you are getting, I mean, we're more. I think I'm more art person than anything now than I was. You know what I mean? I enjoy the art more. It's like if the art's good, decent. I have original, like from Friends. I got original from Vengeance of Vampirella back here. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like original pieces.
Like
you know what I mean? It's like
I would love to do the original art thing. I think that's so cool, but I don't know.
Expensive.
Maybe I'll own at least one piece of original art. Something like that Jim's done, but Jim Lee, what I'm saying?
Jim Lee's
the original art. It's got to be a Jim Lee page, and that's going to go for
boohoo
tens of thousands, if not more.
And and I got a bunch of Vengeance of Vampirella of this run of I mean it's not, the art's great. I love I love the the black and whites and stuff like that, but it's like you said, I'm more art person. Because if I was younger and I told myself I would be an art person, I would tell myself, no, you won't. You'll like the story more, because the main reason I like books in general, or main reason I'm into comic books in general, it helped me out with my dyslexia in the first place. That's the main reason that I started collecting, was because my mom didn't let me, because my mom would say, oh, all you would look at is the art and won't read none of it. That's the main reason I think I started. The main reason I started collecting in my 20s and stuff like that. So
no, yeah, I mean,
mid-20s.
For me, I loved reading too. That's what got me in the comic books. It wasn't really, I wasn't really into the art, I was into the art, but
because if
medium, right?
if you were talking in the beginning, my mom already called it. It goes, you won't be reading it much. You like the art more. So, and then in my 20s, I started reading it a lot more. I started enjoying a lot of the stuff, like Hush and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then because the way I got into it was the hero stuff. And then now I'm more of the indie person. I like the indie books more than anything. So
it's a medium like no other. It's storytelling through essentially like boxed images, right?
Right.
A sequence of boxed images, word bubbles,
Right.
there's a lot in the image that sets the
Right.
tone. It's just brilliant storytelling. And again, you fall in love with the medium at a very young age. You fall
Right.
in love with the stories. You fall in love with the characters, and yeah, it's if you're into comic books and collecting comic books, there's a reason behind it. But then,
Yeah.
yeah, when you get to a certain age, like where we are,
Yeah.
not about like you know the characters now, right? You know all the
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah.
They're just
Yeah,
kind of
we
getting,
know it now. Is that it's not the reading anymore.
yeah, nothing surprising us in comic books, right?
Right,
Like
right,
it's
right.
like we've gotten all the we've seen enough like um cliffhangers and like
Yeah,
wait until the next issue kind of things. We
right,
know all the little tricks. So
right,
yeah, and also like for me, I just don't have time to read
right. Yeah,
books. I
both.
enjoy
Well,
'em.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
in the same boat you are. I don't have the time as much
yeah,
anymore. And it's like that's why I condensed it to only Vampy, collecting Vampy and if it's Frazetta or whatever it is, that's the main reason I condensed it really because and not only that, but I'm running out of room too.
can't collect everything. You
Yeah,
gotta condense it. You gotta collect. You gotta focus on something.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Because
I've been. I have
the younger you are, the more you want to read it. The older you get, you condense it into whatever favorite character you like, and then that's what I've noticed about
well,
collecting in
case
general.
in point, like everything I picked up
Yeah,
today is
yeah,
from the era I was collecting. Right.
right, right,
I'm not. This is all from the era I was collecting. All '90s
right.
books.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you know, I know people who don't collect '90s books, but I'm not one of those guys. I collect from when I was into comic books.
Well,
That's first and foremost.
because if talking with I should be you know what I mean. I should be collecting what I because in the 90s I was that's what I would be collecting now. But I've collected 90s, 60s because they're Vampy 60s, and then Golden. Gold something I thought I would never touch was Golden Age books, and I've got little a little box of Golden Age books now. It's like
Yeah,
unexpected. You know what I mean? But the longer you collect, the more I'm more interested in the history and the art of it. Than anything now. The older I get,
I
I'm
hear you.
more in. Yeah,
I hear you, dude.
yeah,
All right, yeah. I mean, again, I'm starting to focus more on like Neil Adams books,
right,
which is Bronze, Silver Age.
right,
I'm starting to focus more on Silver Age, like Superman, Action Comics.
right,
Love to pick up some Golden Age
right.
Superman Action Comics. It's just a little pricey.
Yeah, well,
Love
the lower the grade, the cheap, the the it's yeah,
You know
the
where
lower the
DC would get me? You know where DC would get me? If
uh
they were to introduce Golden Age Superman and Action Comics, like
mm,
as is. I know they've done it for
right,
Action One, but I mean,
right,
they just started. They
right,
started a new run and they did reprints with
right,
ads and everything.
right,
Um, doesn't even have to be the same material. It could be in a
right,
new paper, but at least keep
right,
it, the same format.
right,
They would get me with that. I would go out and buy.
yeah,
I would just start a, like a what do you call it? I would start
pull.
a full list
Yeah,
on that. No, you know, and
yeah,
just go till at least got through the golden age, which is what like at
yeah,
least like 200 books, something like that.
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
I'd do it.
yeah, but they would be they won't be charging you Golden Age prices. They'll be charging you today's price.
True. It'd be like what, like probably what, $5.99 a book or something like that.
Something like that. If they printed it the way they wanted it, they ordered the way Golden Age wise, it would be five.
I know a lot
Or
of people would buy that too. Like people
yeah,
who aren't even into Superman. If you printed like
right,
Golden Age Superman
right,
in a like a prestige format,
right,
you know, maybe like a card cover, something where it's like when
Yeah.
getting the reprint, it's like a nicer quality,
Right.
in the golden age size and the ads, everything. Man, that would be just so dope
Yeah.
because you just
Yeah.
read it. You would literally just like you'd be transported back to that time.
Right.
You'd be getting them right month to month and just reading them, and that would just be
Yep.
such a that would take me like that would be like the little kid in me or the
Right.
collector in me satisfying the kid collector in me to get that kind of experience.
Right.
You know?
That's why I ended up doing with the Ghost Rider. What was it? The Ghost Rider that rides on a horse that Frazetta ended up doing a bunch of covers for. I ended up getting a collected edition,
yeah.
and it's actually all the Golden Age stuff. So it's kind of cool to see all the all the ads in it and all
Yeah.
how it's written.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
That's
But
kind
like
of
you
neat.
said, we like that. We like the history behind it. That's the biggest
But
thing.
yeah, for me, so they do reprints. Reprints is not anything new. What I'm saying is,
Right.
if they said, "Hey, we're gonna reprint the golden age of Superman month
Right.
to month," that's
Right.
what
Right.
I'm saying. Like if
Right.
we're gonna give it to you month to month,
Right.
like a current comic book,
Right.
because that would take what? That's a decade's worth of books right there.
Right.
Or
Right.
2 decades worth of books right there. No more, what, 38 to like 50s, right? So yeah, like 2 decades worth of books. You could probably
Right.
do one like twice a month
Right.
just to get through it faster. But it would be a long project.
Right.
But I wouldn't want it to where they released it all and you just had to go out and buy the entire thing. I'd like it where you're going out, getting a book each week and reading it and waiting for the next one. That would be a cool
Yeah, that would be cool.
replicate.
But
yeah,
yeah, that would be. But they're thinking about profit. They're not thinking about about long run. But whatever. But so well, we're at an hour and 22. So what we got what do you got going on your channel tomorrow? Well, you said tomorrow you're doing a haul.
Yeah, I'm gonna do probably a haul grade along. Do you guys want to join?
Yeah.
I've already done Jim Lee's Batman the Hush collection, my Hush collection,
Right.
grading along the
Yeah.
Hush run.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus now on Superman, the Jim Lee Superman run. I think 204 through 204 through 2, I want to say 216 or something like that.
All right.
No, it's 219 maybe. Yeah, 219. But we'll
That's
grade
cool.
those books.
Yeah, that's cool.
Fun.
That'd be fun. Yeah. And that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's about it.
And then we got Double Dragons coming up next Saturday again. So and then yeah, I don't have much going on. I mean, I'm trying to see how I'm gonna work this vampy thing that I want to do still. I've had the idea. It's just the editing part of it is the headache. But I have ideas. It's just I'm thinking I'm working on it. But
what are your plans for like the holidays and stuff? Any going anywhere, doing anything?
Nah, not really. Just working and then probably home and then have probably go to family's house for Thanksgiving maybe. So but that's mostly it. And I don't got much going. I'm not gonna have much going on. So yeah. But probably gonna go hang out with the guys tomorrow, with Steve and everybody tomorrow. So hanging out with them for a little bit, and then I don't have much much going on.
Next planned. Okay.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Another episode of Double Dragons. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace out.
See you later.